Hello, everybody. Welcome to What the Frick Live.
Yo, good evening. What's going on?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine.
Hold on. I hear it. Hold on. It was on my phone. I was like, what is that noise? I was like, oh, the ghosts are coming out in Emily's living room.
Uh-oh.
I thought I had this on mute, and it wasn't. It was on very loud. I was like, what is that?
You creep yourself out there, huh?
I always do that.
Yeah.
But thank you, everybody, for tuning in this evening on What the Frick Live. It's been a couple weeks. Our guest last week, Taryn, she hardly ever takes naps. She fell asleep and
kept sleeping for a while, huh?
Yeah, she needed it.
Okay. Poor thing.
That's her body's.
Yeah.
I said, don't worry about it. We're going to reschedule you. Actually, when she comes back on the show, she's going to have gone to Pinehurst. So we'll be talking Pinehurst, which is on my bucket list.
Yeah. I've heard of that place. Yeah.
So I love that place so much. I've never been to it. I wrote a poem at Ohio University in college.
Look at you.
About Pinehurst. It was
Are you
published.
serious?
It was published.
Look at you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I've never been there. It's on my bucket list. I'd love to go one of these days. So it'll be exciting to talk to her. But I will also make this announcement too. We are live on YouTube after I told everybody we would not be
back on YouTube. We're back. Okay, good. That's awesome.
Well, we got banned on TikTok.
Oh yeah, I know. For a while we did. I know. Yeah.
For another 30 days, but that's okay because we're taking a hiatus a little bit because of AAU basketball, and it'll be about a month or so. We're gonna do playbacks. I'm gonna have videos. We're gonna go live every Friday night, but it'll be playbacks and everything. But we are gonna be taking a break. But we are streaming live on YouTube, Facebook, and Rumble. So please, especially over on Rumble, we're trying to build this up over here. Please follow us on Rumble. Give us a thumbs up, just like you would do over on YouTube. If you're in the chat, please ask questions, make comments. I don't care what it is. Just be nice. I do care.
Yes.
Sorry.
We don't want any kind of racist or anything like that. Just be nice. Don't be nice. Don't be
nice. That should be a podcast show. Don't be a dick podcast.
Yeah, we say that all the time.
Oh my gosh. So we need to do t-shirts and stuff. I just don't have time to do all that.
I know. It's tough.
But we appreciate everybody tuning in, and we're thankful. Also, too, subscriber content only. I still need just 2 more people for that. So
That's
if you're over
need?
on, just 2 more people to do subscriber content only. And even if it's in a month, this next month, where we're not doing physically doing the live shows, I'll do subscriber content only during the week. Just some videos or JFK files. I've gone through those like crazy. I found so much stuff in that. Everybody says it's not anything. I found a lot in there. I'll have special videos over there. So just if you're on Rumble, just hit that join, and that'll get you to our subscription only place. But we thank everybody. Just if you can't subscribe, that's fine. Just give us a thumbs up, be in the chat, keep us in the algorithm of especially Rumble. If you're on Facebook, give us hearts, make comments. We love y'all. That feels like a mouthful. But what's going on over there at Dark Fringe Radio?
Oh, well, we were supposed to put out that last episode, Dungeons and Dragons and the Devil. I did not. I totally got sidetracked. My fault. Life just gets in the way sometimes. My dog almost died, so it was a crazy week. Yeah. So it was just nuts. It was just nonstop. But it will be coming out tomorrow. Dungeons and Dragons and the Devil, and we actually have another episode we recorded, which will be out the week after, which is talking about the back rooms. So that's a really interesting podcast where we talk about. Yeah, remember the Matrix where he kind of went through these back rooms and was able to like go. So there's supposedly a theory that actually does exist. So don't be a dick podcast.
That's Lee.
Yeah, there we go. There's Lee.
Lee has his own podcast too, Element 115, right? Element 115,
nice.
I think so. He has a podcast too. Over on something, I can't remember the radio network he's on, but Sean's tuning in too. On Cutback. Oh, we're not talking about that right now.
No, we're not talking about that right now.
No. We're not talking about that's political stuff. Yeah. We have an amazing guest on, which is perfect ending to this before we take our hiatus, our break.
Yes.
I'm so excited to have this guest on, and I'm actually going to read because I wrote up a special thing for this tonight since it's the last week. So I'm going to actually read. All right, Truth Seekers, welcome back to What the Frick Live. I feel so weird doing this.
Why?
I wanted to wanted it to be special. Okay. Tonight we're diving deep into something that's got the internet buzzing. NASA's so-called emergency astronaut rescue. Was it really a high stakes thing? I don't know. I'm not, you know me and my conspiracy brain, though. Everybody that listens to the show knows that I'm not going to believe it, but
there's a few different conspiracies out there regarding this whole situation. So I'm really looking forward to actually discussing this with our guest.
Yeah, I'm very all right, you freaking what the frick truth seekers, buckle up because tonight we have a special guest joining us, a man who isn't afraid to dig deep into the mysteries of the world and beyond. You know him as the host of Animal Podcast Show, a fearless investigator, filmmaker, and explorer of the unknown, all the way from sunny Florida. We're going to bring Josh Edilla onto the show.
Oh, with the story. Look at that. Nice. With the Mandalorian mask. Love it.
Yeah. Woo! Now I need a soundboard.
There he is. There it is. Thanks for joining us, Josh. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Josh.
What's up?
What's up, Animal?
Had to do it because we're going to talk about space.
Yes.
Got excited for a second because I thought I was going to go like to a land far away. So.
Hey, I'm already there.
Oh,
I'm land far away.
Woo! It's that Alabama, that Kentucky.
Well, Kentucky's playing tonight, folks. We're in the Sweet 16 for the first time in like 6-7 years. So I think the game starts at 7:45 or close to 8. So after this show, go over there and cheer for Kentucky. We're playing Tennessee, which my cousin was married to the coach of Tennessee. So let's go. Let's go, Kentucky. I'm so excited about it. But thank you, Josh. Perfect ending show for tonight. You've been on our show all kinds of times. We truly support you. You do amazing work down there in Florida. But just in case people don't know who you are, they should know you by now. Can you tell us just?
Have they been? They better know.
I know. I'm gonna get mad. They should be asking for autographs by this time.
I know. Charge like $1 an autograph or something.
Maybe we should have you on subscriber content only, and we'll get some autographs out.
There we go.
There'll be lines out the door.
But Josh, if you don't care, just tell people a little bit about yourself, if you don't mind. One last time. Next time you come on, I'm not going to ask that.
No, I was born in a galaxy. No, I'm just kidding. No, I've been in this whole paranormal stuff for a very long time, probably about over 20 years now. Let me back that up. I've been experiencing the paranormal since I was a kid, but like as I got older, I started getting into it and wanted to see what this paranormal thing is all about, because when when I was a kid, I was seeing all these weird like shadows and people that were there, you know, and they weren't. So I was like, what the hell is this stuff, you know? So it caught my interest where I wanted to take a look into it and just you know, just check it out. And then it came into more where I wanted to help people out because people started telling me their stories because I was like, well, I see this stuff in my house, and they're like, oh my gosh, I saw this too. So it's just really cool that, you know, it became one thing to another and another. And then I got into cryptid and Bigfoot and all that stuff after, you know, the older I got. And then got into filming and paranormal diving and all that cool stuff. Yeah.
I know we had you on an episode talking about deep water investigations and kind of spooky down there. I don't like going into water. Oh, go ahead.
I always will say that the paranormal is the gateway drug to everything else.
It is.
It is. I will say that it's the gateway drug, man. You start with that, and then you end up with cryptids, and then next thing you know, it just keeps further and further and further.
JFK Files.
And then your mind just goes way out there.
Yep. You're like, oh, wait, you gotta pull yourself back a little bit. You're like, oh, I can't do that. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Our mind is going to go way out there tonight too, because let me tell you, we're probably not going to talk about flat Earth. Okay, I'm just going to say that we're not going to talk about flat Earth. So if you're a flat earther, we're not going to get into that tonight. We'll bring Dave, the flat Earth guy, on to talk about
down in the rabbit hole of that guy. Yeah.
Dave Weiss, the flat Earth guy. We'll bring him. He was on the show a couple of years ago. It's been a while, so I'll reach out to him during our hiatus and get him booked. I'm going to hopefully have all the summer booked by the time we come back. But NASA, let me tell you, not just the flat Earth, but I've been going on and like trolling a little bit on Facebook and X. So many people still believe in NASA wholeheartedly with everything that they have. And like anybody that comes up and says this is CGI, AI, or anything, it's not just these astronauts, but like pictures of planets and stuff like that. Like it's an all-out war on social media on this. So we're going to be talking about the astronauts this evening. I want to get Will and the animal, Josh, input on what you all think. Josh, go first if you don't mind. What do you think about, was this a real rescue mission?
Well, if you think about it, going back to the space moon landing thing, whole theory,
Stanley Kubrick.
I have those videos.
It's I hate to say, but like everything that comes to it, you look into it. Let me ask you this question: who put a camera out there when Neil Armstrong was stepping? He's supposed to be the first man on the moon, right? The first footstep. The first, foot on the moon.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to have the volume all the way up. Go ahead.
He's supposed to be the first man on the moon. How is there a guy filming him? Like, is it supposed to be the cameraman, the first guy on the moon? You would think.
You would also think that it would be some kind of blast, like, burn on the floor, and it looks completely clean.
Yeah. Why is there an alien guy in the back?
This is a takeout. This is part of the hidden files of the moon landing. This is a light fixture fell, I mean, I think it's good quality. I mean, good quality for this back then. Like it would have been the cameraman on. I mean, they're not going to have a ring camera up there on the moon
no.
to videotape this when you land.
It was all about the space race back then. Who could land on the moon first? And of course, we had to stage it because of all Hollywood and stuff like that. But why wouldn't we do it again? Do that whole Hollywood thing again. And if you want, I don't know if anybody seen my show a couple of weeks ago, but I showed where they were doing the whole landing thing recently, and it was AI generated. If you could watch the water and where the spaceship landed in the sky, it looked like cutout. You could see like a line between the water and the sky. You could see where it was like
cut and pasted
AI. Yeah. It's even right there. It looks like And the dolphins in the water and stuff and everything that they were showing that were
Oh,
swimming.
just so
like,
happened to
all
have
nice.
dolphins in there.
Yeah, all of them like swimming around. I'm like, come on, you got
That was that guy in the room who's like, I think we should throw a dolphin in there. Make it look more realistic. Let's throw a dolphin. And he's like, oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, but he has to have a friend. The dolphin has to have a friend.
Yeah. It can't be one dolphin. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But on top of this, the crowd cheer right here. I love the fake crowd cheer that was in there. Did you all listen to that? The crowd cheers.
I didn't even hear that part. No.
Hold on, listen.
Dragon freedom continues to make its way back.
Hold on.
It's like the same sound bit that I use when I introduce a guest onto the podcast.
It was probably the sound they used from the first space
for the main deployment of the parachutes. The mains are quite a bit larger. You'll be able to notice the difference on your screen once they deploy.
That kind of reminds me of a Hershey Kiss.
Ensure that the Dragon spacecraft slows down even
and
further.
it's the Dragon. That's interesting when it comes to like prophecy stuff.
It splashes down off the coast of Tallahassee, Florida, here at 2:57 p.m. Pacific time this afternoon. And there we go.
We have visual on 4 healthy mains.
We have landed, but not really.
That view was from inside.
Freedom copy.
That view was from
Well, if you think about
Go ahead.
if you think about it, a lot of people are speculating that SpaceX is trying to take over NASA, trying to be the new NASA. You know, some people are speculating that right now.
I
mean, it's a theory.
It's a theory,
but it's
could be possible. I mean, listen, they're talking about what SpaceX going to Mars, right? I mean, NASA's never talked about that, right?
No.
Right.
Well, the problem is with the whole Mars thing. It's like every time they try to do a test rocket thing and it explodes.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a problem.
Literally,
it's a problem, right?
Yeah. I'm like, can we actually get to Mars without exploding rockets? Like, I literally don't want to be in a rocket that's going to explode.
See, I have a totally different viewpoint on Mars. I think Mars is in Canada. That's where they do all the training stuff anyway. But when they talk about Mars, I don't think that they're talking about the planet. I think they're talking about what the military calls the military auxiliary radio system, which is supposed to use AI. They're implementing AI into the military radio system and stuff. So we know Elon Musk is all about this AI. I don't trust anything with Elon Musk. I'm not an Elon Musk fan. Sorry, folks. Just not.
I don't know why he's in the. That's another story.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But I think when they mention Mars, I think it's really just another way to interfere with radio and communications and using AI and implementing AI in those systems. Because if you listen to somebody, I don't have it. I didn't plan on talking about this, so I don't have a video of him talking about it. But he talks mostly when he talks about Mars. He talks mostly, yeah, we're going to go to Mars, and there's going to. But then he talks about the communications in Mars, and he goes overboard with that topic of how we can communicate to Mars rather than actually, investigating Mars in any other ways or anything. So I think it's a military term that's being used. But look at this floating in right now. It's like, look at this floating in. Like, to me, I feel like I'm watching a game system.
Splashdown.
That's exactly what it looks like.
Like E.T.
Like that would be like something I would go to my living room and my son is playing a game. I'm like, oh, what game are you playing? Is this a new Fortnite? Is this a new Fortnite? What is this? Yeah.
It just looks weird. I don't know.
It looks too perfect.
Continuing to monitor progress.
The splashdown, it seems like they would still be coming in so hard at the ocean that they would at least go underwater, completely underwater, at least once, and then bob up.
Off the coast of
Would you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's look at the more you get closer to it, the more fake it looks. Look how fake
Look,
that
it
looks.
didn't even go underwater at all. The water is all smooth.
It even looks AI. Look at the. You could see that.
What happened to the strings to the parachute too? I can't see them. Can you all see them?
You know what that looks? You know when they like try to make an example on something when they're trying to like for futuristic stuff. That's what that looks like.
Look at this. I feel like I'm going to the Titanic, like when they use the AI in the Titanic movie with all the people moving and stuff. Like, and look how smooth, like how deep, how big is that? Shouldn't we see more of a reflection underwater of this thing?
Yeah, you don't see anything.
Oh, look at the people in the background. Look at the boats coming. Charge!
Yeah.
Sorry. But hold on, where's the dolphins? We gotta throw in the dolphins here.
You can see on your screen we have visual
Yeah, they did like a top shot from it, and there was a whole bunch of dolphins swimming around it.
System safety verifications are in progress.
I know, that just looks. I know they're using a drone right now. That's what it looks like, at least. It looks so, man.
If that's really what it
You
is,
can't
right?
trust
That's what
everything
I'm
that's
saying.
on the news anymore.
Yeah.
Well, when a ship burns like that, wouldn't the whole thing be gray, black, and it wouldn't have that much
Radiation,
white spots?
especially somebody in the comments, Lee was saying radiation is an issue, and I think that would have been a lot worse than what it is.
Yeah.
The Van Allen radiation belt.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessary today.
And do you believe that Elon put a Tesla car in space?
Hell no. I think that was all AI too.
No, he didn't do that.
I'm wondering about that because I heard someone say that before, that Elon Musk put a Tesla car in outer space.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, I don't believe that shit at all.
Cryptid Biz says Animal Live on Friday. That's a conspiracy to look into.
No.
He's live on
coming out.
Friday.
I'm live on Friday. Well, it's because I don't have a show tomorrow. I have to go to a birthday party tomorrow. So I won't be live, folks, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. But I will be back Wednesday.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, in all the 17, like they are playing off the Q people right now too. They got the 17 minutes landing thing. They got the 17 on the landing, like little, or the takeoff pad or whatever it was too. Like they are absolutely playing up the conspiracy of Q in this. And so, I get all this stuff. I'm telling you, if I hear 5D chess one more time, I think I'm going to scream. I really am. I'm really going to scream.
Term. It's a great term. Well, how about, okay, let's talk about this whole thing, right?
Yes.
So the one theory that I actually kind of ran into that, sounds pretty plausible is the secret alien encounter cover up. So the theory is that the astronauts encountered some type of extraterrestrial life and, some type of UFO or UAP, whatever you want to call it these days. And basically there's supporting claims that, there was radio silence, loss of communication during the mission. There was reports of strange signals and anomalies that were detected by the ground control before the rescue. And there's whistleblowers claiming that NASA often hides this, encounters just to prevent global panic. So all those things combined, what do you say to that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could they have seen any UFO?
There is one.
Maybe.
Well,
who knows?
Well, that gets me thinking about Florida again. At the mall, was that January 1st of 2024?
Yep.
The alien attacks or whatever. What happened?
Nothing happened.
That thing was weird.
Yeah, that thing was weird. Yeah.
The whole Miami incident. At first, they were saying it was kids playing with fireworks, and then it was this, and then it was that. And I'm like, no, you don't bring like 100 cops to a place where there's kids playing fireworks. That ain't gonna happen. Maybe a couple of cops, but not 100.
Yeah.
Especially when they saw these men, these long, tall men that were walking through the mall and all this stuff. It's like, and people have video of it, and all of a sudden the videos disappeared.
Right. Yep. Yeah. Supposedly there was one supposed eyewitness that said that there was a bunch of kids playing around with the laptop.
Sticks?
They plugged in the laptop to a power source at the mall. They say that a portal opened up and something came out of the portal. And that's what they said that they saw, because they said that something appeared, like a portal appeared, and the next thing you know, they saw some type of alien, whatever you want to call it, came through the portal closed, and then next thing you know, you have this extraterrestrial running around in a mall in Aventura.
Let's see here. I found the Miami Mall incident. It's another podcast group. Miami Mall incident, unseen footage and missing evidence of aliens. This is like 4-minute video. Let's watch a little bit of this and see what this says.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's funny how they never talked about it ever.
Yeah,
again.
it was quickly dropped like nothing. Yeah.
Like a week. It lasted a week and that's it. Like nothing.
Meanwhile, there was
Not a camera
cops that were
screen.
saying that they were sent there on an emergency basis. It was a terrorism thing. there was interviews with other cops were saying they couldn't even talk about it. It was crazy.
Oh, hey, Hardy.
All right, here we go.
Was it in Phoenix? It was somewhere, and this was
Yeah,
like 2 or 3 years ago. I think
I
I
love
heard
these
about it
guys.
from you guys, and
I think the Las Vegas ones.
that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like the house was abandoned, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
That's the last. So maybe that's. I don't know about the Miami.
Miami's crazy. I'll
Yeah,
let
so
you.
there was a mall in Miami.
First week of January.
Yeah, literally the first week.
Yeah.
And
This year.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the beginning of
Yeah, yeah.
2024. And there was a incident at the Miami Mall. I don't know what the mall's name is,
What was that?
but
Miami
Yeah.
International Mall.
I literally saw a thing
Okay.
today about it. 183 police cars showed up to the mall. And there's people running out saying there's aliens. There's this 8-foot, 10-foot tall, black, dark shadow figure.
Someone mentioned a portal had opened up.
That's how many like cops showed
That's
up.
funny that you say that.
Yeah,
Hold
cops
on,
were
I'm getting to
everywhere.
that.
I've never seen any cops
So,
like that. Even for 9/11.
What came out was that it was just a bunch of dudes fighting with sticks.
Yeah,
And then there was rumors of fireworks.
Yeah,
they threw
fireworks,
that in
sticks,
later,
Sticks,
which explained the
Nothing.
fireworks.
but there was no video
Or the-
You know what?
from the
You
the
know what it
mall
reminds
or
me
the
of?
cops.
Those
There's no
people
body
that get
cams,
together
no
for Star Wars
dash
with their
cams, nothing.
laser
No,
thing.
Indians.
That's what
and
happened at
people
the mall.
inside the mall. It was a packed mall.
I got
No
a
one has a video recording of any interior footage.
Right.
How does that make sense?
Like if I had a buddy in the backyard who was shooting fireworks at someone, I'm pulling out my phone and filming that. You're telling me
Yeah.
no one in the mall.
Well, and also, how many cops? How many cop cars?
180. I think it was like 180 cop
Okay,
cars.
so
that's like 3,000
so-
cops. You do the math.
You know how many cops they put in the cars?
It's like a clown car.
Yeah, I mean, you got to think like of all of that. Not one person had a body cam on. Not
Yeah.
one person.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
yeah,
they're not
like
reporting
can
it, or they're not showing it.
Right. Well,
We
Can we
would have seen it. At
real
one-
quick, I'm gonna mute this a little bit. Can we request the body cam footage from the police officers
I
for
guess
open
you
records?
You could freedom of
It
information.
should be public
Yeah.
info. Yeah.
Maybe we should do that in our 6-week hiatus here. I'm gonna request body cam footage from some police officers down there at the Miami Mall area for this
All I need
night.
is the CIA watching me from outside, and that's great.
And,
From the Navy came out of the portal, got the
Man.
creatures, pulled them
I had a
back in,
UFO days ago at work.
and then when they literally question the police,
Yeah.
like in an interview, they're like, we were told that there was a portal that opened, and there was Navy officials that came out, and they're like, we cannot.
Did you all see
divulge
the portal
further on this information?
of-
Instead of
of-
saying, what are you
of,
talking about?
Right.
They said, we cannot speak into
Of
this
the
man
dragon?
anymore.
Cool. So that's a
that
yes.
was over in
yeah,
Europe.
yeah, right.
So
Yeah.
that's
Well, what
confirmation.
is that thing,
Dude, I
Dave?
don't
That-
know.
that
But
blue
that's the thing.
thing,
Why, like when it comes out later, I remember it was like
Yeah, it's
there
that.
was rumors of like the police were saying. they can't-
Sorry, everybody, turn this back down. But yeah, it was a blue like swirl type thing portal that came out. People were seeing. I didn't plan on talking about that. I can pull up a video here in a second. Hold on, let's
Yep.
listen to last little bit of
They
this.
saw something kind of crazy. Oh, it was a firework going off. That's
Yeah,
the
but
whole
a portal is a
explanation.
portal. Dude.
I know, but like that's the thing. It's like, how does no one come out
That's why
and say
people
I was
are
there?
running scared for their life because there's like,
People were running everywhere. Like it couldn't have just been a fight with sticks.
No.
No.
Do you think it was a movie? Do you think they were filming a movie? Maybe the movie's going to come out in like 2026, 2027 or something? And like, boom, the aliens are there. Everybody's running. 3, 2, 1, action, go. You know, were they filming a movie? Are we going to have Independence Day again? Like, what are, or War of the Worlds? Like, I thought, well, maybe they're filming a movie.
Or maybe somebody got their hands on a tesseract and opened up the portal in the mall, thinking it would be cute.
Those damn portals.
No. Well,
I'm telling
I'd
you.
like to go through a portal one day.
Right?
That'd be fun. Could you imagine going into a portal,
Fuck yeah.
end up on some spaceship and just
Yeah.
walking around like just nonchalant, and they're like, "Who are you?"
Yeah, yeah.
Like, sorry, I just went through this portal and thought I'd check it out.
Well, I just talked about that on my podcast with my co-host, and we just talked about time travel because supposedly
Yeah.
the new thing. I don't know if it was somewhere here in the U.S. or the UK, but they were able to basically teleport a very small thing, very small, I guess, from one area to another. That to me is fucking impressive because that's stuff that we read about in books. You know what I mean? And with now the quantum computing and all that stuff now that they have out now, it's just things are becoming reality now when it comes to things like this. I think.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we got Project Looking Glass and all that kind of stuff too. You know, that's in the documents for conspiracy. But here's the mysterious glowing spiral over UK SpaceX rocket or alien portal. Portal. I feel such like a hillbilly with portal.
Portal.
Earl, there's a portal outside.
Goddamn it, Earl, don't go to that portal.
A portal. A porta potty.
Imagine to those portals and porta potty. That'd be great. Go to there, take a poop real quick, and the next thing you know, you end up somewhere else. That'd be fucking amazing.
You want to know what? I always wondered, like, how do aliens go to that? You know?
Yeah.
I always wondered.
That portal's gonna get you.
Or do they like go through a portal? Portal potty.
Porta potty, yeah. There we go.
Portal potty.
That's a new business that needs to come out.
Portal potty. I'm gonna invent a business. Portal potty.
Do it.
Come through the portal.
You just make porta potties with just like a swirl like this on it. Put that right there on it. Here's your portal potty.
Get a FEMA contract with that. You'll do well.
Government contract. You'll be good, man.
Yeah.
Make a lot of money, man. I could retire.
This looks like a yin and yang thing up in the sky.
It does, doesn't it?
It's weird.
Look at it in the middle. If you can see in the middle, it looks like eyes.
Yeah. See what they're saying on here.
SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. What caused the spiral? The stunning spiral was not an alien spacecraft or a wormhole opening in the cosmos. It was actually a byproduct.
Is it wormwood?
Satellite deployment.
Not wormwood.
Falcon 9
wormwood
completes its mission and releases its payload into orbit. The upper stage of the rocket must be safely disposed of. This is typically done by venting excess fuel before the stage re-enters the atmosphere.
So they're explaining why there's a swirl in the sky.
Drifting in space.
Right.
Portal swirl.
As the Falcon 9's upper stage rotated while releasing the vented gas, it created a perfect spiral pattern. Because this event took place
but could that be a way to create a portal though? Is there something deeper in this? Like, oh, we're going to shoot this up, but you know, the stars are aligning, whatever's aligning on that side. I don't know what was like the day this happened, but what dates and time and all this stuff, was this on purpose? Like, is this a portal? Are they doing like two things at once here? Because they got to show us everything in plain sight, right? That's what everybody says.
No.
Supposedly, right.
Supposedly. But
this happened in the US, I think, a year or two ago. Same thing.
Same thing? Blue portal?
Blue squirrel. Yep. Had to have been at least a year or two before. Same thing. This SpaceX. I mean, listen, who knows? You rip into space like that, who knows what you're doing to whatever universe, and you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I go back to Stranger Things. I think Stranger Things tells all the truth. They got portals.
You know, it's
Stranger Things.
I love that show.
I know. Isn't the last season coming out this summer?
Can't wait.
It's supposed to. They keep saying it's going to come out, but then they change.
Sorry, that's my ADHD brain went to Stranger Things. Sorry, squirrel. But you know, we're having portals. Kind of. Oh, happy belated birthday! Thank you. I appreciate that. We are having these portal conversations, talking, and like we've had other shows where we talked about these round circular devices, especially over there. Is it where the 200 aliens or the 200 Nephilim meet? That pyramid. Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the kingdom of king or the kings something. I forget.
Peace and tranquility or something.
Yeah,
it's over Kazakhstan or whatever. But they're putting these round devices that look like portals next to bodies of water, and it's all over the world that they're doing this. And we had that portal up in New York City, I think it was, until the lady flashed herself to people in Sweden or wherever they were at, and they took that down. But like, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of talk. There's a lot of portal talk.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, come on. Since that's been around for a while, right? I mean, Josh, what Stargate and Iraq, right?
Oh,
I mean,
heck
we could
yeah,
go into that
man.
all night. I mean, that's
Damn.
you know, one of many.
Well, now look what's going on now. If the pyramids, what they just discovered in the pyramids, look at that. Like these long like shaftings that go 625 meters down into these boxes that could fit like over 65,000 people in each box. So it's like, what the hell's good? And the weird thing is, they saw like energy that were radiating energy when they were doing it. I think it was like a 3D.
It was LiDAR.
Infrared LiDAR. Yeah, they were doing LiDAR, and they saw the energies like just glowing and stuff. So stuff is happening. You know, if it's a portal, sometimes some people are saying these pyramids are keys to, you know, motherships and all that stuff. So who knows? Like,
I think
everything.
Oh, go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying that like it's weird that like all this stuff is popping up now. You know, why now? Not like, why didn't all this stuff happen
Well,
before?
I think
it's
we've
happening
had
now.
documentation of it for a very long time, especially Tartarian and all that kind of stuff. That they destroy everything. We see all these fires going on. We're just repeating history over and over. I think this technology has been around for a very long time. I think that personally, I think the pyramids myself were like power stations, like for power, electricity. They use a lot of water in it and things like that. So what might be like mysterious conspiracy to us was possibly just an everyday life survival that they need, a utility to keep power going in the area that they were in. But everything's been destroyed. We've been lied to about everything. You know, Tesla, all the Tesla stuff in free energy and all that kind of those kind of things. Like, you know, we have this is why Greenland is so important, everybody. I went down a rabbit hole in Greenland. Why would the United States want Greenland? The minerals, we're in possibly another Cold War, because the first Cold War was over minerals. And the minerals in Greenland supply free energy. Like, it's the most pure minerals that you can possibly get. Go down that rabbit hole of minerals in Greenland. I think I was up till 2:00 in the morning reading about it. And everything that we need there will supply America with absolutely everything free. We don't have a lot of those minerals in our own land. I'm like, why would we want Greenland? Why? And I was like, there has to be something important about it. And I went down that rabbit hole. And it's all free energy. Every element that you could possibly think that went with free energy is in Greenland.
Yeah, I don't. That's gonna be an interesting to see what happens with that, because I know he was saying they're gonna do whatever it takes to get Greenland, but we'll see. We'll see what happens.
I mean, sorry, this has gone a lot off topic.
How about today? How about today? The news. I don't know if you guys saw this or not, and I'm sorry to get a little bit off topic again.
No, you're good.
There's declassified information about the CIA using remote viewing to actually find the Ark of the Covenant. Did you see that?
I got the documents on it. It's interesting on it because
it's interesting. I saw them today. I was like, wow.
The Ark of the Covenant.
Remote viewed
Indiana
it.
Jones shit. Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Man, if we actually found the Ark of the Covenant, I would feel bad for those people.
Right? I know. It's creepy, man. I don't know.
Whoever opened that thing.
I don't think they can open it. I mean, it's there. It's gold. It's the gold era, everybody. We're in the gold, what golden age again. Like, it's all gold. The Ark of the Covenant is all
we're in the
gold.
Goldilocks zone. How about that?
Yeah. Well,
look at KFC. We talked about KFC commercials last night on the B System show.
KFC.
The golden egg. The golden egg.
No, I'm hungry for chicken
Dude,
now.
Listen,
I'm gonna order KFC.
Kentucky Fried Chicken moved out of Kentucky, went to Texas, and they turned all conspiracy on it. It's like they were ready to release this stuff.
It's not real chicken.
It's not real chicken.
Soylent Green.
It's people. It's people.
It's people.
I even
We're
have the
eating people.
Soylent Green 1970 movie trailer that I played last night. Over it.
Did you hear about that one? There's one conspiracy. I don't know if you heard about it, where they were using people meat at McDonald's.
Yes, I heard about that.
Did you hear about that?
Back in the 80s, 90s.
Man, and apparently there was a video of all of it where they had like people in the freezers, like dead bodies. Hanging and all that stuff. And then there was another one with like horses. They're using horse meat.
The horsemen, I do believe. I think that it's an actual possibility.
I wouldn't oppose horse meat. What's wrong with horse meat?
I'm not opposed to it.
I look at them I mean, I love horses. I'm in Kentucky too, with horses and everything. I love horses, but I mean, I eat deer meat. I kind of categorize them in.
Love deer. Gator meat.
I've eaten gator.
Yeah.
Tastes just like chicken.
Gator's big time in Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, but horses could possibly be considered like domestic family animals or whatever, but
well,
I mean, I got a lot of friends that have their own little. I have one friend that has a horse that has a special window attached to the house. The horse comes in, they open the window, and the horse is like heads inside the house. So, you know, it's part of everything. But
I have a friend that likes pythons too. But listen, you know,
dude, I'd eat a snake. I'd eat a snake if I have it.
I'll eat that python if it eats.
Snake is good. Snake is really good.
I've never had snake.
Oh,
yeah, it's good.
It's really
flaky.
Good. Tastes like chicken.
Yep.
So it's all chicken. That's why they did the gravy. It's all chicken. It's all humans taste like chicken. You're not gonna know the difference. It's all chicken.
It's just chicken. People just say that though. It just tastes like chicken.
No.
Well, I couldn't eat a cat and I couldn't eat a dog. I couldn't eat a hamster.
Oh.
You wouldn't know.
I could. Well, it tastes like chicken.
That's
it's
right.
all chicken.
It's all chicken. It's all chicken.
Just say it's chicken.
You could be eating like somebody and like a person. It's chicken.
Yeah.
Well, that's the gravy. The gravy.
How many times have we heard that those horrible stories from like serial killers, like the women usually that they kill people and they put them in their like muffins and shit like that. Like, you know,
what's that musical? The barber that and his
Sweeney
wife.
Todd?
Sweeney Todd, yeah. The wife put them in pies and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, come on.
Wasn't that a true story or something? I heard that was like a true story that happened in.
Well, we got fried green tomatoes. We got fried green tomatoes way before that one.
Fried green tomatoes are good.
You
Forgot
know,
about that. Yeah, yeah.
they cooked him. They killed him. They cooked him. But here, let's just play all hell gravy. Here we go. And I want to play. We'll just play the commercial. Let me tell you this. I have a theory behind this. The egg is really big in this commercial. Okay. 9 months before this commercial, they had another commercial that's really weird that we played last night. So I think they're giving birth to the golden egg because the egg in the first commercial 9 months ago was very small. Like they're birthing something in this. This is my theory. But let's play the all hell gravy. And I think it looks like Greta Thunberg that's putting the guy down. It looks like Greta, I swear. She's saving the environment. We're going to eat people now.
I can't wait for her to go gangster. Like, just start.
Well, she's going to go gangster in this. This is like Walking Dead stuff. Here we go. There's Greta. That's Greta.
Let's save this chicken.
Also reminds me of a Kanye West music video.
Well, that's not disconcerting at all.
Walking Dead. He's in Alexandria. There's a portal.
Portal.
Uh-oh, Greta got him.
Uh-oh.
She got him. There's the gravy.
Dip him in there. It's I used to KFC. What the?
It's KFC. It's a true commercial.
Oh my gosh!
All hell gravy.
I don't
So
know if I don't know if the marketing team was smoking that day, but damn, that shit was good because wow.
Oh,
Oh, where are they here? Okay, so I go on the KFC.
KFC is
Hey.
KFC.
Hold on.
UK?
Yeah, UKI, but it's the legit.
Man,
It's
now I'm afraid
legit.
to eat KFC now.
So
right.
anyway, when you see double down, I haven't looked at these. These are only 11
I like the
second things.
coleslaw. The coleslaw's good.
The
But
coleslaw's pretty good.
here is we got Believe Part 2, All Hell Gravy. So we got Believe in Chicken. So this is the Part 1. So this egg is getting bigger. There's an egg in this. You're gonna see it, but look at this is super weird.
Let me pause you real quick, if you could. Emily.
Yeah, I'm gonna pause it. Go ahead.
Do you think it was some marketing person that said, "Hey, listen, I want to make this fucking video that it's going to cater to the conspiracy theory side of the world," and say, "Hey, let's just come up with the most fucking crazy ass video and let's make them talk." Do you think that's a possibility? Do you think this is maybe a psyop?
I mean, all things are possible with a psyop, but
No.
I mean, I think we're getting to the point where we need to really look at our food. We got RFK Jr. doing some stuff. We got Bill Gates doing some crazy stuff too. I'm like, I won't believe RFK until he stops Bill Gates. Bill Gates is making all this meat, 3D meat. He's also bringing in fake milk starting in supermarkets, next month?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Stick to your lane. That's what I say. If you're good into making computers, that's what you do. Don't get into anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Bill Gates. He's weird.
So I almost think that they're trying to tell us maybe what's in their food without telling us what's in their food. Maybe we should just start asking more information about what's actually in their food at KFC. They don't put the labels on the boxes like they should be required to put on the boxes or the bags that you get your food. I mean, obviously it's going to be different things for different items you get. They should be required to put the ingredients on there.
Yep.
I mean, they have it on the menus if you go online or something like that, but to have it on the bags or something would be a lot more beneficial. Yeah. But I honestly think it would not surprise me if this turns into Soylent Green type stuff. They're liquid, how do you say that? Liquefying people when they pass away nowadays anyway, because there's not enough space supposedly to bury people anymore. You see that they're doing that out west?
Well, they're also putting them in pots, like a pan in pots, and it grows a tree or something like that.
Yep.
They're putting the bodies in there. It's weird. They're doing a whole bunch of different things that they're trying to do with bodies.
Mm-hmm. You could actually get yourself cremated and made yourself into an album, and then put your own. The album, the physical album, is you.
Yeah.
And you get to choose what songs go on the album.
Oh, dude. Okay.
I would choose.
I want that.
That's pretty cool, like heavy metal or something.
Yeah, that's
no,
right.
Clearwater.
Country and heavy metal together.
Yeah, Black Sabbath. There you go. Yeah. So Johnny Cash.
Yeah. Mix it all together. Country, metal, some soul music.
How about you, Emily? What would you put on there?
Creedence Clearwater. All the way. All the way. Okay. Yeah. Aerosmith probably, and a little bit of Pink Floyd.
Nice.
And Whitney Houston has to be on there.
Okay.
Whitney Houston. I got to dance with somebody. It's got to be on there.
Dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat.
With somebody.
Hey.
I want my album to end with the national anthem of her singing. I think it was 1991, the Super Bowl. That's the ending of my album. Is Whitney.
How about you, Josh?
I want to do something creepy where it creeps people out. Be like, worship me. I am on this album, and you can hear my voice.
Just do Believe in Chicken.
Just like eat more chicken.
Eat more chicken.
Just like this creepy, and people like think it's demonic or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like just to creep people out and mess with people.
It's the animal.
do a whole song backwards. There you go. So that when they play it backwards, it's
secret
forwards.
messages. We need to have a show on that.
Yeah,
we need to have a show on that. There's a lot of that.
basis
there.
one of my favorite horror movies, The Gate, with Steven Dorff back in the 80s. If you've never seen that movie, it's a great movie. The Gate. The Gate.
I love some horror movies.
Dude, The Gate. Watch The Gate. These two kids end up playing a heavy metal album backwards. It opens up a fucking portal in their house.
Portal. We got a portal.
Yeah, in the backyard. Another fucking portal.
Do you remember the movie The Blob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long time ago. I don't remember it details, but a long time ago I remember that. It's like slime.
Yeah, that was a great. And Elvira.
Elvira. Oh, I had a
Long
crush
time
on
ago.
Man, there's so many.
You know
great
the
films.
one film that absolutely terrified me? I've only watched it 2 times my whole entire life. And the second time was just recently, like in the last 3 or 4 years, and I haven't watched it since then. But The Fly with Jeff Goldberg. Goldblum. What's his name?
Goldblum? Yeah.
Goldblum. The Fly. Dude.
It's a good one. Because you see him like transform slowly but surely. You're like, oh.
Is it Don't Eat Me at the end or Save
Don't
Me or
Eat
something?
Me.
Like, oh, don't
Gina Davis.
Yes.
Let's see if we can do this.
Back in the day.
Don't eat me.
Oh no.
That gave me nightmares when I was a kid. Like
that's hilarious.
terrified me. That movie terrified me out of all movies. No, let's play this first KFC commercial 9 months ago because I think they're getting ready to give birth here because this egg is getting bigger. But listen to the radio in the background on this real quick. Here we go.
Welcome to the news at 11, where we'll be chatting to the Minister for Artificial Intelligence about recent accusations that he's not real.
Just don't get it anymore. There's the egg.
In light of recent events, it begs the question, what can we even believe in anymore?
Glitching. It's like the Thriller zombie.
That's more like
WTF. And I can't tell with that sign set back there, but there's something there. Now we're believing in chicken.
You know what's actually I was thinking about real quick as you were playing that. You know how we had this whole egg shortage, right? Supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen it in my grocery store. I mean, about a month ago, there was like half the eggs that were normally there, right? Half the shelf was empty. Why? How are they still? How is KFC still making chicken? Right? How are any of these places? Chick-fil-A, whatever you want to.
Soylent Green.
Think about it. If
They're
there's
3D 3D printers.
Say it, Josh? 3D printer?
printers.
Yeah.
Have you heard about that? That they're 3D meat?
Yeah.
With
Is there a shortage worldwide though?
No, I mean, supposedly what happened was during the Biden administration that he had to kill off a bunch of chickens because they had the bird flu. And that's what prompted this whole thing, supposedly. So I don't know what the whole truth is about it because that could be just a bullshit story to cover whatever happened up. But that's what the story is.
Well, I did a podcast. I let my website go, but I researched every location, every farmland that was on fire, chickens and all that kind of stuff. Got tons. I was on, what's his name? Thompson.
But there was an egg shortage, but there was never a chicken shortage. Think about that.
Yeah, but we lost like almost half of our farmlands to fire too over the last 3 years. And before the farmland fires, our farming systems, computer systems were hacked before then too. So we had a system that was hacked, and then we had farmland burned down. So are they using? Dude, I think I'm not eating at KFC. And hold on, they're partners with Taco Bell now, folks. Like, just don't go Taco Bell anymore either. Like, this is oh my goodness.
No more Taco Bell.
No.
That's why, Taco Bell gets me in trouble.
No more Crunchwrap Supreme.
Oh man.
No burritos.
No
bean
burritos.
burritos.
Man.
Well, you're safe with the bean burrito. There's nothing in there except beans, supposedly, right?
We don't know that. We don't know that.
All right. We don't know that, though. All right.
It's remains.
No, Jesus.
It's like bean burritos are like the McDonald's chicken nuggets where they just grind everything together and they put it in so it's beans.
Gosh. I'm never eating again. Thank you, Emily. I'm never eating again.
They're all under the same basically ownership. Taco Bell, Wendy's is part of that too.
Is it Wendy's?
Yeah,
Wendy's. They had the 99-cent burger. Remember that?
There you go.
Yeah,
I didn't buy the burger. I did not buy the burger because it was 99 cents. I was like, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to feed us?
They said it was fresh meat though. Fresh.
Yeah, we got the meats.
We got the beef in the freezers. Hanging upside down.
Yeah, let a hook.
Well, what's Chick-fil-A say about all this? Like, we need Chick-fil-A's input on this.
No,
what is Chick-fil-A serving up?
Chick-fil-A doesn't say shit because they're super political and super religious, so they don't say nothing.
And they don't work on Sundays.
That's right. That's when you crave it, on Sundays.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
Right?
It's true.
You're like, I would love some Chick-fil-A and it's a Sunday. You're like, oh my God.
Chick-fil-A is a cult.
Yeah, it is.
I like the cult though. It's good food. I like my pleasure. And thank you and all that stuff.
We can have a little cultish flavor to it. It's all good.
Yeah, it's still good. I just had Chick-fil-A.
Love it. Love it.
I'm going to go to Chick-fil-A and ask them what they think about the KFC commercials and see what they say.
You should show it.
They're probably like, they don't know what the KFC stuff says.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to share me that link. I have to look it up because I want to share it on my show. That's pretty freaking great.
What, the Chick-fil-A?
Wow.
No, the
KFC one.
KFC also, it's on their YouTube page. We got really off topic. We're talking about astronauts tonight. Oh well, that's what happens.
Oh well, hey,
that's what happens. So consent. Go ahead, Will. No. Go ahead. No.
I just wanted to let anybody know that if you guys ever like have any inkling of looking any of this stuff up, look up Buzz Aldrin talking about how we never landed on the moon. So just look that up. There's plenty of videos.
They admitted to it.
Dude, listen to this. I just found this. This goes along with this video here. Listen to what he says out loud here. Hold on.
Read between the lines. Take a listen.
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But going to Mars should be one of the next series of steps that humans do. The first step should be going back to the moon for a number of technical reasons and exploration reasons, and then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in.
Time out. Out of all images that they could possibly use in this video, they use gold foil from. It looks like the fake moon landing. Look at this, the gold foil. We're in the golden era, but look, it looks like they're trying to mimic. They've never been there before. And they're trying to use the gold foil again in this AI. Out of all things that they could create, they're using this.
Why foil?
It looks like, well, the first landing with Kubrick, they had the foil, you know?
And then after that, Mars, maybe high orbit in Venus atmosphere, maybe going to Europa. There's all kinds of targets.
And just think about all these planets and the images that they capture, and they're telling us it's planets. How in the world do they have technology to get that? I mean, they got satellites supposedly up there. Satellite that far off to get Pluto. I think all the planets are within the firmament. I believe in the firmament. I do. I think if we have any kind of planet, I think these are massive stars. I think these are massive stars that are huge and that we can land on. I don't know if we can live on there, but they're way farther than I don't know how big the firmament is or how far it is to get to the firmament, but I don't think that there's anything above the firmament, in my opinion. But go ahead.
No,
Sorry.
why? I mean, how about us looking for more minerals and resources? That's what I think the whole purpose of this is to find that minerals and resources. That's all. And these planets are abundant with it, and they know it. And there's a reason why Mars is one of the places we need to go, because there's something there that we need.
Speaking of portals, that we've talked about all this, they have those hologram stuff now too. You know, have you seen those boxes that looks like portals? You can step in and you're actually in another room somewhere. It doesn't even look like you're in a box.
Augmented reality, AR.
Maybe that's what they were testing out at the mall.
Maybe.
Miami.
Maybe.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say before I go, the whole Mars thing is pretty interesting, because if you think about it, they were talking about how apparently thousands of years ago we used to colonize on Mars, apparently, and then something happened, and that's how we ended up here on Earth.
Mars is in Canada. Yes. We couldn't live there on that land anymore.
Yeah, we can't live there.
It's too cold.
And Josh, to compound on what you're talking about, yes, that's what they say. And because the reason they say that is because they say that when they actually sampled the ground of Mars, that there was actual particles of it actually having resonance of a atom bomb that went off.
Yeah.
And where did you get atom bomb 100,000 years ago or 1,000 years ago? You know what I mean? Something happened on that planet that we don't know. So
yeah, it's nuts.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying this technology has always been here. They keep destroying it over and over and over again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think
Josh, on your podcast, what else do you talk about on your podcast? I'd love to know. Just that way everybody knows what kind of the subject you
about. Oh man, we talk about a lot of stuff. We talk about conspiracy theories, the paranormal, weird news. We talk about, I've been talking a lot about these airplanes crashing a lot lately. Well, yeah, there's a lot of conversation about that. That's why I don't fly anymore.
Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, cryptids. We've been big on Bigfoot and Wolfman and light anomalies that are happening in the woods here, especially here locally where I live. We have a lot of UFO
Where in Florida are you?
Cape Coral.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Yeah, you're in that hot zone. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually had a UFO encounter actually at my job on a job site during the day above a house. It was weird. Yeah, weird stuff. A lot of stuff's been happening here. Weird. I don't know, man. Florida's been a hotbed for UFO activity and a lot of cryptid stuff.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Is it connected? Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. But it's just funny how it's all happening together.
Yeah.
You're all surrounded by bodies of water too. Just like Ohio. So much stuff happens in Ohio, and we have the lakes and the rivers that surround the whole state of Ohio.
Yeah, I know. It's weird stuff. Portals.
Underwater. Yeah, underwater aliens.
Waterbound spirits.
Yep.
Down in there.
Yep.
So anybody that's listening via podcast, where can they find you, Josh?
Oh, they can find me anywhere on the Animal Expedition Files, on my Facebook page, and YouTube, and TikTok, and Instagram, and all those cool stuff. And you can see me every Wednesday and Saturday at 8 p.m. Eastern time. But I won't be live tomorrow night because I got a birthday party to go to. But I will be live Wednesday, back to normal at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So you'll see all my cool, amazing guests.
You need to get Todd Neese on. You need to get Todd Neese. If you're really into Bigfoot, get Todd Neese on. He's really fucking since the 80s. He's been in Unsolved Mysteries from like back then, the original. Like he's still doing it. So
Well,
Todd,
we need him on. We need him on our show too, Todd.
Yeah.
If you get a hold of Todd, let us know, Josh. Let me get a hold of
Yeah, I
Todd.
can get him.
Well,
Yeah,
we had what's her face on our show a couple times too. That's from Florida. That I got. Josh, I asked you about her.
Yeah.
What was her name? Isn't that terrible?
The skunk ape lady, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. She's awesome. I know who you're talking about.
It's terrible. I forgot her name because she's amazing and awesome. But one last question before I let you go is.
Well, I see
the
funny story about that. Funny story. That's how I got my nickname. That's how I got my nickname when I was in a bike club. Yeah.
Nice.
It happened at a bar. You know, when jokes happen at a bar, but it really happened at a bar. And one of my biker buddies was like, I didn't have a biker name yet because you have to have like a code name when you're in a biker club. Right. So he's like, dude, you really look like the animal from the Muppets, the drummer. I'm like, man, that's like the first time I've ever heard that. So I was like, you know what? I like it. So for like years, people just call me the animal, and stuff. It just stuck. So a lot of people know me like locally here. When I go to a restaurant, like, hey, animal, what's up? No one calls me by my name anymore. They just say animal. It's funny.
I love it though. I love it.
That's great. Yeah. No, that's good.
It does suit you. I don't think you look like the puppet, but it does suit you. So my last question for you before we let you go, since we were talking about the astronauts, do you think the footage of them coming back to Earth is real?
Nope.
Okay. I don't
think it's real. I think it's AI. I think it's all fake. I think it's bullcrap. And we're in a, like, again, it's just all political. They're making this all political. I hate to say it is, but they're making it political because it's to take over NASA. They want to rip NASA off and make it.
Well, NASA's ripping us off though too, don't you think?
I think so. It's all show. It's all
NASA's the one that filmed it, didn't they? Didn't NASA part of the filming of it and everything? So they're colluding together. I think it's all a money laundering scheme.
It is. It's all Hollywood. It's all about bringing the Benjamins, baby.
So, well, Animal, Josh, we appreciate you coming on the show. Always welcome back to come on anytime. Thank you so much. We'll let you go for tonight. Have a good few weeks. Well, I'll be in chat with you. I'll talk to you. So thank you so much.
Have you guys on my show and stuff like
that. Yeah, we'll have a great time.
Anytime.
So I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much, Josh.
Thanks, Josh.
See you guys.
Be good, brother.
There we have it. The animal. You know what? I dated a guy. He was my high school sweetheart, and they told him that he looks like Vincent Burner off the Muppet Babies.
Jesus Christ.
Beaker.
Beaker. Oh my God. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Vincent Burner. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. I loved him. He was my first love, and he cheated on me. So
son of a bitch, asshole.
I got my heart broke at a very young age, but I'm glad.
Me too.
I'm glad.
I know that pain.
So, well, we thank you everybody for tuning in. We are taking a hiatus for about 4 to 6 weeks, but we will be replaying some old shows. So please come back on Friday nights. 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be in the chat. If I can tune in and be in chat, I will, to watch some of these old shows. Also, we're available on all podcast downloads. And if you're on Rumble, please join us. Subscribe. We'll have subscriber content only. If I get 2 more people to subscribe over there, I'll do subscriber content only for the next 4 to 6 weeks before we come back. My son has AAU. So we're going to be traveling a lot on Friday. So unfortunately, this show is going to have to be put on pause for a bit. We're going to come back. We're going to be completely booked all summer. We're going to have amazing new shows, new lineups, and everything. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in to What the Frick Live. We appreciate your dedication and being part of the show. Y'all have an amazing, awesome weekend. Thank you, Will. See you soon. All right. Bye.